Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, and did Angela Oakley did she just clock Shamia's tea? Did she just expose Shamia's tea, y'all? I was watching the after show, y'all. I hit pause and watch what happens live. I watched the after show, and I was like, Angela hit this on the head. She hit the nail on the head, because out of nowhere, Porsha's legitimately confused. She's legitimately confused because from her perspective, everything that has happened on the show in the past, she's under the impression her and Shamia are cool. This is a new slate. I'm celebrating you. You've been around most of these girls before and everything else, all these seasons as a friend of. We're about to do this. You are a peach holder. So she's confused at this energy where she's hearing behind Porsha's back that allegedly the other girls are talking smack about Porsha, and Porsha's trying to invite Shamia in. None of these other girls, none of these other housewives are saying that Porsha was bashing Shamia behind her back. Did y'all peep that in the after show? None of them are saying that Porsha is being two-faced or that she's bashing them behind their back or anything. Now, the question did come up whether or not Porsha really wanted Shamia to have a peach. And Drew kind of rolled her eyes. Cynthia was kind of like, well, I don't really think so. You know, Porsha's never said that to me. And we know that Porsha and Cynthia are thick as thieves right now. So she said Porsha would have told me if she didn't want Shamia on the show. We get to Kelly and Shamia. Shamia's in a full-on breakdown, y'all. She is crying before the questions are even getting out from the producers, and then leaves the set. No. Shamia! We can't be doing this already your first season. We can't be doing this your first season. Why are you already leaving the set? And here comes Kelly in the background. Well, there shouldn't be a competition. There's no competition. And you deserve to be on this platform and da-da-da-da-da. And Shamia saying that she has said, I guess, that if her having a peach was too much for her friendship with Porsha, if that was too much or whatever else, she would have it all. She would leave it, walk away or whatever, because she's got an amazing life and all of this and all of that. And Kelly's like, yeah, you've got a story to tell. You got to tell about Shiloh and this and that. Well, here's the thing. This whole friendship thing, this has torpedoed every other storyline. This has taken front and center stage of the storyline so much so Andy Cohen said on tonight's Watch What Happens Live that basically there's going to be a deep dive at the reunion on Shamia and Porsha's friendship, y'all. So nonetheless, who's at fault? Who went what went wrong and everything else? But I think Angela has clocked Shamia's tea. Angela Oakley said something very profound, and I want to get into it. One quick thing of note too, y'all. It was interesting that Shamia keeps bringing up social media, what people are saying on social media. Oh, I was trying to tell you Porsha hasn't been a good friend and da-da-da-da-da, and it's hurtful. So now Shamia is feeding into, and this is the problem too, she's feeding into what the fans are telling her. But my thing is this, if you're a real bestie of decades, you're going to ignore the noise that the fan is saying if this is a real friendship. If this is something real worth salvaging, you're
you're going to be ignoring this because you're always going to have people who are either going to like Porsha or dislike Porsha, just like they are with all these other housewives. And if you feed into this Shamea and then next season they end up all loving Porsha again for whatever reason, or they end up loving frickin' Frack when we see these upcoming Phaedra episodes, then it's going to be back to you. Well, why can't Shamea be cool with Porsha? Why is Shamea doing this with Porsha now? So it is very dangerous, Shamea, to play into the game of the fans, because I see you and Kelly are doing that already with this Angela Oakley stuff. Before you were 10 toes down and laughing at Porsha's comments about Angela and chiming in. Now all of a sudden you're backtracking and sending her flowers ahead of the reunion. No. Stand 10 toes down. Stand 10 toes down. Ignore what the fans are saying. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be for real. Here's what Angela said, though. She said after Cynthia confirmed that Porsha never said that she didn't want Shamia on this show or on this platform. Angela Oakley said she's going to throw Porsha a bone here. She's going to throw Porsha a bone, right? And she's not calling Porsha a dog, right? She's throwing Porsha a bone. She said she thinks Shamia played the long game as it pertained to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Angela Oakley is saying, and I quote, "I think Shamia wanted to be on the show Porsha was on." Angela Oakley is saying she thinks Shamia was willing to put up with whatever Porsha was doing on this show all those seasons that Shamia was a friend of. She was willing to put up with whatever Porsha was saying, however Porsha was moving. If she was being messy in scenes with other housewives that were talking bad about Shamia, like a Phaedra Parks and others, and so on and so forth, Shamia was willing to put up with it, call it water under the bridge, call it we talked it out, we hashed it out, we worked it out, and everything else. No matter how, as Angela says, no matter how messy or how wrong it was of what Porsha said or what Porsha was doing, to get what Shamia wanted, which is ultimately to be a peach holder. And Angela Oakley said as well, she does not take Shamia as one that you can walk over. She doesn't take Shamia as one that you can manipulate. She doesn't take Shamia, but she said she does think Shamia is calculated. She thinks she's calculated. Even though they say somebody else brought Shamia on the show or whatever, that's still Porsha's friend. That's still the Porsha connection of being so-called besties all these decades, right? So technically, she still was invited on this platform, the same platform old Porsha just happens to be on, right? And then what happens is she coveted it. She coveted it, that opportunity, until it was time to strike. And now that she has the peach holder, now she has the peach, what she's doing is, and this is me talking now. Now that Shamia has the peach, all those things that everybody was dragging Shamia for over the years on how Porsha was treating her and everything else, now she's like, bet. Now that I'm a peach holder, now that I have a larger voice, now that I'm going to be able to get more press and more interviews, and I get to be on the bigger stage since I'm not just a friend of anymore, I can now paint my own narrative. I can now play the victim and claim that I have been mistreated this whole entire time by Porsha, and I'm really hurt by Porsha, and I'm really affected by Porsha. But the problem is Angela Oakley peeped the tea. Angela clocked the tea. Oh, I wish Angela was around for the earlier Housewives seasons. If that rumor is true that they've been trying to get her on since season 3, Angela would have put the kibosh on so many storylines that they would have tried to drag out or be fake about. Oh, I wish Angela was around earlier seasons, man. So what Angela Oakley did, see, it's less about Porsha's reaction with the fan when Angela invited her to the rental. What Angela did was she put the kibosh on Shamia trying to play the victim that Porsha was this bad friend when there was no receipts really to go on from this season other than Porsha being late to Shamia's party and other than Porsha saying to Shamia's face, oh, this sounds like Drew Sidora in front of the group. Outside of that and outside of the comment that Diane, Porsha's mom, made about be careful about the dog that you're bringing the bone, Porsha has not been messy as it pertained to Shamia. So in Porsha's mind, she's thinking all of their issues in the past when Shamia was a friend of, all of that is squashed. We're in a new slate. You're in a new peach. We're all Gucci. She didn't think that Shamia was going to get the peach and saddle up all the girls to turn on Porsha, saddle up all the girls to have a go at Porsha, and Shamia was going to play it first like she's innocent. She's not really partaking in any of the mess the girls are saying. But then once the girls start bringing up Porsha and Shamia's friendship, Shamia played into it and gave Angela and gave Kelly and gave Britt something to run back with Porsha with to cause division on the show. And it blindsided Porsha. And so what Angela is saying is that Shamia was calculated because all of this mistreatment was fine because Shamia didn't have that peach yet. But now that Shamia has that peach, now she is going to let have. Basically, it's kind of like how y'all say Candy holds a grudge. It sounds like Shamia's been holding a grudge this whole time. We just didn't know about it. But my thing is this. If this is a real friendship, if this is your real bestie, you're going to hash this out. My problem is you're bringing up stuff from 10 years ago to have as a storyline on this show and then trying to play victim to Porsha. And the things that you're projecting onto Porsha is actually the things that you're doing this season to these other housewives that you don't have receipts on Porsha doing at all. And that is why the fans are confused, because the fans are thinking to themselves, Shamia, if you felt this way then, and this is a real friendship then, you would have addressed it then. And then you're saying in interviews you addressed it then and you moved it on, but then you're bringing it back up. And what Angela is saying is you were calculated. You pretended to be cool with all of this, but really deep down you were not, because you were not a peach holder. You couldn't capitalize off of it. But now that you're a peach holder and you can capitalize off of it and you have a larger audience to see your side of things, you're hoping that dethrones Porsha off of the platform. That's it. That's all. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.